Hey, this is Craig Ballantyne from earlytorise.com, and today we're going to talk about the 3 things that highly productive people do every single workday before 5 p.m. Now, they do these things so they make sure they have a perfect day every single day. And when you line up all these perfect days in a row, you end up with a perfect life. And that's what my formula is all about. So let's look at these 3 things. Again, these are 3 things that highly productive people do every single day before 5 p.m. or before whenever they quit, whatever time their quitting time is each day. So the first thing is they do what I call a brain dump. So in our perfect day scripting pads, we have a little area for your brain dump. But you can use a scrap piece of paper. You just take out a pen and you write down all the things running through your mind. You know, you got to email Joe tomorrow morning. You got to call Bob. You have to pick up milk. You have to go and meet with Sally at 9 o'clock at the coffee shop. You just make sure you get all those things out of your mind. You know, all those crazy things, all those ideas that you have, you get them down on paper. And that way, your head is uncluttered so that you can go home and be present with your family. Now, the second thing that highly productive people do every single day before 5 p.m. is they make their to-do list for the next day. Now, if you're making your to-do list at 6 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning, you're already too late. Already too late. You have to make your to-do list the night before. You have to plan ahead to make tomorrow smoother tonight. So they take a look at their brain dump, they organize all their thoughts, they get everything aligned, they've scripted out their day using our scripting pad. We have these hours, what you're going to do in each hour, what you're going to do, how long the meetings are going to be, and you get dominating your days and having a perfect day when you have that plan in place. And so that's what you need to do. You really need to get super focused with your schedule, script it out, and the tighter you have it, the more structure you have, the more true freedom that you're going to have in your life because you've gotten everything done at work. And that way you're not frustrated at 5 o'clock because you still have so many things to do. So those are the first 2 things that highly productive people are doing every single day before 5 p.m. Now the third thing that they're going to do is they're going to make the path smoother. What the heck does that mean, Craig? Make the path smoother. Well, here's what it means. We all have a time during our day when we're more creative, more productive, more energetic than any other time of the day. And I call that magic time. And in our scripting pads here, you set aside what you're going to do in your magic time. So it's your really most important task of the day. And now, for me, it's writing. Now, how do I make my writing smoother? Well, I put an outline together. Now, you might be the type of person who has to do sales calls. Well, how can you make that sales call go better? Well, you put together a little script for it. And so when you have your magic time activity, you know what you need to get done, your number one priority, what you're going to do the night before is a little bit of an outline so that you make the path smoother. Here's another example. Let's say you want to exercise first thing in the morning. Well, you know, if you get up and it's cold out, you might think, oh, I'm going to stay here in my warm bed because, you know, my exercise clothes are across the room, my drawer, and I just don't want to get up. But if you put the exercise clothes right beside the bed, it makes it that much easier. It makes the path smoother with fewer obstacles. So again, as a writer, I make sure I have an outline in place so that when I sit down at my computer, there's not an intimidating blank Word document there, but instead 5 bullet points. And if I can do 200 words for each of those 5 bullet points, I have a 1,000-word article, and it came out so much smoother than if I tried to write from scratch. And if I had to do a sales call, well, I'd have some bullet points and research, and I'd be able to have a great sales call because I planned ahead. So I've done my brain dump at the end of the day to get all the crazy thoughts out of my head, all the to-dos. And then I've organized that in my to-do list for the next day. And then I've made the path smoother so that I'm prepared to dominate my days and own my magic time, triple my productivity, and get more done. That's what highly productive people do, those 3 things before they quit work every single day. And when you start doing this, you're going to start having perfect days because you have a formula and a system in place. So if you want more of these success tips, go to perfectdayformula.com. Watch my video about all the cool things that you get in our Perfect Day Formula kit to help you dominate your days, have perfect days, and live your perfect life. I'm Craig Ballantyne, and I'll be back very soon with another video to help you dominate your days and get more results.